2 weeks spent with fighting rings, a nest built out of many things, a search for a box of toothsome pie, and chef's blood pressure soaring high. A patron crawled upon the Smols to head into a social ball. A minor lord had called for aid to harm his rivals he had paid. A fairy took us from the bay, but caring for bees was their pay. With improv dance and magic song, the worker bees just moved along. The work took time and bees awoke, they were not pleased about the smoke. Yuki switch forms and wizard skill kept them from going for the kill. The druid then apologized, the dances we were not advised, but before we could seek revenge, our envelope flew to a bench. Our task revealed, we formed a plan, but a witch sent some Adoko-san. Our girl served her ways and means, and with regret she gave us beans. The bird rejoined with little fuss, but a quandary then awaited us. The beans might kill if eaten raw, but Dove still wanted them down his maw. We rode the boat for 2 more weeks to finally reach cobblestone streets of upper crust Victorian, with pegs too high were found within. We came to ruin social rank of elf using kids to fill his bank, a racist dwarf with bloodline pure and snobbish prig with haute couture. Okasan gets caused on, of course, then takes a stand with show of force. Even with a chance so small, the human target would take the fall. The ball was reached and ticket shown. At Tedlin's name, the guards did groan. The box had gained him enmity, so racist dwarf was blamed with glee. A sapient chest held fancy closed, although the dove felt slightly exposed. Yuki liked her fancy dress, with nature calls easy excess. Group got dressed to blend right in, but before their plans could begin, a hall of mirrors gave a chance for Dove to display his greeting dance. A mobster came with subtle threat, he needed Dove to cover debt. He told the dove to throw a fight, and thus a new plan came to light. They met with Granville and his imp, the competition made him scrimp. Weak points were discussed with haste, for they had little time to waste. Racist dwarf held with like minds, they thought that races should not combine, so outcast elvish urchin sad would run to him and call him dad. Snooty prig's past was pristine, a debt incurred to more that gleam. The tourney's honor was not small, so she got blamed when they took falls. The snobbish elf was seen as kind, but we would leave him in a bind. With help from rival shouted lines, word spread, he put kids into minds. If chaos wrought, Granville was pleased, his opportunities increased. One last task for Havoc's blame, a portrait torched by wizard flame. Reporters swarmed and marked it all, reputations had begun to fall. Some extra rumors said aloud made their way across the crowd. The rivals dueled and Flintlock sang, the crowd felt for the orphan's pain. The fixer's face was soundly slapped, and future work then had us trapped. We took our leave and our full purse before we were linked to that curse. No beans were tried during the trip, and Ted then cursed all the wrong script.
Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to the Bastard Smols in the Shattered Isles. I am your manager of this madness, the Yorkshire Raven. Joining us, per usual, is Lantern as Okusa.
Ah, yes. I am here to eat pudding, I am.
And just Pudding.
So much pudding.
Next up, who's still in my notes yet again, StarprincessHLC.
Sorry, what?
I needed that! And next up, and finally, because Nathan isn't able to join us because internet problems, sadly. Surat.
Hang on, hiding boxes in cargo hold. Excuse me a minute.
So, the last time he left the Bastard Smols, as we did a little song that put together so well. So I was thinking of being in this video. The Battle Smols have just read good with Granville at the Noble Hangout or whatever. Caused a bit of havoc, caused a bit of scandal. But a bit of
It was the best party Okasan's ever been to.
How many parties
Also burned portrait. Do not forget about the burning of portrait.
Yes, the portrait of one Albert de Winter has been burnt. No one is particularly bothered about that. It's been a few days since that. Oh, reminders. Since you're travelling by ferry, everyone's been issued with a anchor coin. It's basically the size of a basically lad's coin that fits in the palm of your hand. It basically means if you happen to fall off the ship, you can just activate the coin to make sure you teleport it back to the deck. Passengers lost into the abyss below is bad business.
Can you key non-coin?
Coin is not foiled chocolate.
Aw.
It might hurt teeth if nom coin.
Hey, everybody! I'm debating on doing this stupid thing now.
Oh no. Bean?
It starts with the sentence, "Hey everyone, watch this."
Do it.
Hey everyone, watch this! Ah! Use coin.
Actually, you throw yourself off the side of the ship then?
Oh, definitely. Like I imagine that Okasan does this like every hour or so.
And every time it's like the first time.
Exactly.
You appear back on the deck yet again, and yet again you are reminded, be thankful that is not a one-use item. But stop pissing around, or next time we're taking it off you and throwing you off. I don't care you can fly or not. You're going down into the abyss if you look around some more.
Not if Yuki goes with him.
On one hand, would be hard completing missions alone. On the other hand, would get good night of sleep.
Oh god.
Also, Okasan, maybe Constitution check.
Oh no.
Oh yes. 22.
You are resisting the beans.
But they're so tantalizing.
They're also deep in my bag of holding.
No, I had gotten them back at the end of last session somehow.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what you were thinking, but I...
See, I don't recall giving them back.
We can presume that Okasan has ways.
I have many mysterious abilities.
The days come, the days go. You stop a few settlements along the way to restock. A few passengers come on, go off. More cargoes are loaded. A few animals come on. You're eyeballed by a goose.
I'm on to you, goose.
I must give the goose my dance of greeting.
Okay, about 20 minutes later, after the dance of the greeting by the goose and the dove, you're on your way. The weather's starting to pick up. The wind is blowing harshly, and the skies are turning grey.
Gray sky and morning. Sailors eat. Morning. That is a word. It is definitely.
I was gonna go with porridge, but that works too.
There's porridge.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Turns out you were a bit too late, and Yuki got the breakfast deal for the guests and stolen all the porridge.
I gave it to the dolphins.
Wait, we had dolphins?
Yeah, they were following the ship.
Heh. Were they hoping Oko-san land on them and they could feast?
Maybe.
The dolphins believe in the one true pudding, much like Okasan does, they do.
In this
I
case, they
think-
like the one true porridge.
I think the dolphins were hoping for one true pigeon.
A sailor is working his overhearing this. He peers over the side and notices there's some large man-sized vultures following the ship.
See? Dolphins!
What do you think dolphin is? Just asking.
Clearly, they eat porridge.
Things that follow ship for dolphins, they are.
The sailor comes up to you, Chifros whispers, "Was he dropped on his head repeatedly?"
Is good bet this is yes.
He was punched in the face repeatedly.
While he was baby. This explains much.
you see, when he was an egg, his uncle decided to see if he could juggle.
You know? I was actually thinking that. Okasan's uncle is called Donald. And he's got
Oh, no.
and he's got temper issues.
This is impressive, given that Okasan is an orphan. But hey,
It was one of the keepers at the orphanage.
He was just called himself Uncle.
yes.
Uncle
This session has
Donald.
already taken a weird turn somewhere.
I say it's a record, but I can't be certain of that.
No, I'm pretty sure we beat it in session 2, like right off the bat with the psychiatrist.
True.
Mm,
So that's going on. You also know by this stage, your missing companion is actually missing. Rather, Tedlin's been put into one of these storage kegs and the top is nailed shut. They'll let him out after a while, but he's been fed through the hole in the side for a funnel.
He has been put in horny box jail.
How dare you contaminate my sessions with this?
And just because Shifrost spends a little while of time just whittling down a spare scrap of wood he found into roughly the right shape of the box, and then paints it silver and scrolls some random elvish letters on the side. Walks down there, puts a table in front of the little hole, and then puts a box on the hole with the script not legible, but where you can see there's script on the side, and then walks out.
You could hear the keg just rattling from side to side with a scream shout, "Give it to me!"
That should keep him busy for a good couple hours. See, I provide entertainment for all. Mostly people watching, but for all.
You are a good friend to all.
Indeed I am.
The bystanders are just looking at you, and you can hear them muttering under their breath. Friends like you, who needs enemies?
You'd be surprised. People need enemies all types for motivation.
Remind me to come up with a rival wrestler for El Pudin Diablo later.
I thought we had one.
We
Wasn't that
probably
Stubby?
did.
Wasn't that Stubby?
Oh, right, yes.
Behold the Raven when he's working around with red bears and stuff at the moment. Presenting for no particular reason.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun session later.
Stubby the Stomper.
El Pudin Diablo, who Okasan has never heard of, cannot stand that Stubby the Stomper.
Oh, here's
What has Stubby done to El Pudin Diablo?
He does not believe in the one true pudding.
he also kicked his ass in the last session he fought in.
He was a cheater, he was. Not that I'd know, because I don't watch that kind of thing.
How did he cheat?
Pocket sand.
I did not think that was against rules in pit fighting.
It is without honor, and it violates the spirit of the one true pudding.
And this is why you lose.
You can hear a number of the overseers just laughing to themselves because, yeah, they've been watching those matches.
Oh, God.
It's like one true pudding demands you lose for honor. Does the one true pudding demand you lose for honor?
El Pudin Diablo is demanded by the one true pudding to fight hard, to do his best, and to fight square.
I noticed it did not say fair.
Fight square!
That does not mean fair. And besides, if opponent is using advantage, why do you not use advantage also? Keep it even.
El Pudin Diablo uses the advantage of fists.
I think your rival has that advantage as well.
Fish.
Whose rival? It's El Pudin Diablo's rival.
Fist, bulk, that chair he wants hit him with.
Chairs are honorable form of combat. That is what they are built for. They are the ultimate weapon.
You know, I could argue this, but won't. Just make sure I know when your next fight against this guy is. I want to make money.
Coming soon to a future session near you.
You can hear some of the crew members talking to themselves. Yeah, money's always on Stubby. There's a bet of how many chairs you will go through.
All of them?
Yes.
People just throw chairs into the ring to see what happens.
The time was dual wielding chairs was actually a surprise. Now it's when he took the third one in his mouth, it was taken a bit too far.
That's how you
Wrestling
use
version
chair.
of One Piece. Oh no.
By now you can hear the rumbling of the clouds around you, and rain started to fall with a pitter patter upon the balloon above, upon the wood of the deck. It's light at the moment, but you get a feeling this is going to last.
Can we hear the thunder?
The clouds aren't that dark, but you get a feeling that they may be coming. At least in the distance, they're starting to get darker.
So
Well-
we better run. We better take cover.
Damn it! You beat me to it.
You started that one.
Set up for the spike. There we go.
Yep.
Okay, the storms are coming in. We're in a land down under.
I take it you've retreated below deck.
Yep.
Rain does not agree with hair.
All around you, the crew members that are staying above are just time rigging down, making sure anything that could roll around isn't going to roll around. Well, the captain stays behind the wheel. Got his big hat with a feather in it. He's holding it in one hand in his coat, with an air that says, "This is nothing. I've sailed it worse."
Just because I'm going to make an insight roll on the captain. 12.
You can't be certain, but it's he's either put up a good front, or his case if he is really that calm and collected.
Okay.
Okasan doesn't care enough to roll insight.
I was just checking to see, is he actually confident or is he faking it just to make us feel better?
He's actually Captain Craig Ferguson, which means he is confidence incarnate. Cat.
As long as he isn't Captain Threepwood. So with that ascertained, I'm back down in my bunk.
So either in your cabins or you've been directed to the mess hall where the other guests and travelers and some crew members are just basically getting down to playing some cards or dice or whatever's going on. Some are sharing tales.
Okasan has cards. Okasan will get in a fun game of blackjack with fellow passengers.
These passengers are basically mostly merchant, look to be mostly merchant types. They're basically not particularly rich, not particularly poor. It's a case of well done, and they're eyeing you up and going, yeah, let's do this.
Oh boy! It's not like my character has proficiency with his gaming set. Oh wait.
Okay, for the first round, give us a roll.
Alrighty. It's just a straight natural 20 plus 2 for proficiency or something like that? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Wow! 12!
The rest of them just fall down their cars in disgust. Disgust. Their cars are just measly compared to yours.
Well, I seem to have gotten an A in this queen person.
Oh, okay. Mr. Big Shot, come on. Give us a go. Give us a go. And they're throwing a few more silver into the pile.
That was an 11.
I'm burning this dice. You win again! Somehow you've got a good hand with them hands are soddy.
Alrighty.
Maybe
One more hand for why not.
one more time, dice. One more time, and you're going to change out.
$20, not nat.
Somehow you managed to get a draw.
Huh.
You matched the cards with an odd-looking traveller. They're dressed in trench coats. Their features are heavily hidden. The still with yourself going, yeah, looks like it's going against you, ain't it?
Okasan does not play cards for winning. Okasan plays cards to meet interesting people and have fun and to spread word of One True Pudding. Have you heard of the One True Pudding?
Raise around 1 gold piece, and we never hear about pudding again.
Alright, shall I roll again to see what happens?
Roll again.
14!
This old merchant just throws down his cards and his face palms to desk. You also think you can hear more talking than there should be. Told you not to bet. Told you not to bet. You an idiot. We were winning.
Wait a minute. They're... Insight on guy with the trench coat. 15.
Opposing. Why does the dice keep rolling a 7? You think, looking into the hood of the trench coat, that looks like a kobold head.
You are very tall, my friend.
Be well.
Shall we keep playing?
Yes, let's keep playing.
I'm just going to point out they said we eat well.
It's the way we. So,
I did not know that I was playing against royalty. Such an honor.
He's an idiot. We shouldn't be listening. Shut up.
Well, they're going to win the next hand. Unless something really strange happens.
Wow, what's your
Because
roll?
that's a 6.
I am changing that dice out.
Oh my god!
You win again.
God damn.
It seems that luck has abandoned you today, my friend.
So while this is going on, what are the other two of you doing?
Just to keep things simple, I went back to my bunk and just took a nap.
Yuki is standing on the front of the bow, just letting the wind blow in her hair and her tongue.
And the rain.
Okay, Chifos, while you're slipping off into the land of slumber, you feel a sudden thud. And you awake.
Feel a thud?
Feel a thud. It's like you suddenly dropped.
Where do I notice this? I mean, I feel the thud. I guess I better roll perception to see if I can tell where this might be coming from. Is 16?
Is right below you. So, you gonna rise and shine?
I think I'd better. Right below me. Can I actually access the part of the ship that's right below me, or am I right above the water?
What water? Skyship.
Oh, skyship, that's right. But is there more ship below me?
There's more swamp below you.
I mean, is there like an area I could walk around and see if anything's directly under me between the hull of the ship and me, or am I against the hull of the ship?
You're not in the ship anymore. You're not in Kansas. You are standing in the swamp, and before you there's a wooden spiky wooden fence topped with spikes with numerous skulls on them. And beyond that, there's a house. More
Oh, no.
more like a hut.
Excuse me for a minute.
Yeah.
I know where this is going, and I don't like it. I had this talk with Oko-san.
You're just gonna stand there? One of the skulls say atop of the fence.
As long as possible.
Look, as long as you're just gonna stand there, you ain't gonna get anywhere. You're stuck here.
Are you sure about this?
That's much as I've been at school for the last 100 years on Baba Yaga's fence.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're just in the astral state. So you actually got the bird in person last time. Actually got you the first.
You can do damage to Astral. This is very little comfort.
Now, had she got you the first time, you won't be having this chat now. Not a contract.
What does she want? Good grief. Why am I asking Skull?
I don't want talking to you at the moment.
Do you know what she wants?
At this stage, probably just to say hi.
Huh.
I'll keep her waiting.
If I must, then I must. I take a look around just to make sure there really isn't an easy out behind me.
You see lots of
Sigh after I see the expanse.
You see a spans of water. You have no idea how deep they are, but it's bubbling. Lots of dark, intimidating trees that form a dark expanse beyond. And now numerous skulls are going, get on with it!
Hush, you.
You're
I
not...
just kind of... You hear the audible gulp as he reaches out for the fence and very timidly swings it open and very quietly closes it behind him as he carefully walks up to the shack and then knocks on the door.
Come in, dearie.
I was hoping you weren't home. Oh, well. I open the door, step inside, close it behind me, and go, hello, I believe you called for me. Most unorthodox method, but you have called for me.
You see behind the cauldron this old lady with metal teeth, as in the gums this time, hunched over, dressed in lot of basic clothing, and she's holding what appears to be a fishing rod in her hand. On the end of it appears to be some kind of humanoid effigy that's currently dangling midway in her cauldron.
You know, you probably could have just sent messenger.
I could have just got you the first time, but you had to trade off my contract.
He asked for it.
Has he used any of those beans?
Not yet, despite trying his best to eat one.
Yeah, I gave someone some tools to mess with some stuck-up knobs and, use them.
It turned out we could mess with knobs perfectly well without them. Such is life.
I hear. I approve. They deserve to be taken a few pegs. Well, I've got good news for you, little one. I'm not here for any particular reason. This is just a hello. Hello and a chance to talk.
Well met and greetings. But, I have heard these stories, and simple hellos usually aren't involved in.
I like my long-term projects. You do good stuff. We're resourceful. And to quote this thing I hear about, you're probably the brain cell among that little party of yours.
That is most damning statement I've ever heard.
Yes, you are an interesting collective bunch. Haven't met someone like Collector since I last dealt with the Queen of Night and Magic. But enough about that. It's got to finally meet you. It's a case of, well, I got my eye on you and your party of colourful misfits. And I'll let you know this. Chances is, I'm going to have to continue work for you down the line.
Well, more work is always appreciated.
Yes, indeed it is. And I do like my work done well. Well done, like that damn bird will be if he tries to talk to me about Lord Puddin again.
Have you met the wizard?
I suspected I was gonna get him or the giggling one next, but the spell worked. The spell worked.
If you meet wizard, prepare for many questions about boxes.
Boxes. Silver box with dream written on the side.
Yet that would be the one.
I could have some fun with that.
I already am. It is fun messing with wizard. As long as you stay out of fireball range. You know.
I don't think she's quite ready for a fireball just yet, but yeah.
It's still good practice to stay out of range for when he is.
Oh yes, I remember that college being burnt down by another one who, by another wizard who claimed the best spell was Fireball by the thing. I'm not working with him. Never working with him. You know. So then there's, this week, Mrs. Over picks up a snow globe from one of her shelves. In it, you can see what appears to be a mini replica of the airship. As the skies darken around it and the clouds thicken and darken.
We were running into a storm.
Yes. I think I better send you back. I think something's coming and you better be prepared to meet it.
Do I get hint?
This is all the hint you get. Anything more but a boon on your part for me?
I see.
You don't necessarily owe me just yet. You're fairly even, but the time you come to owe me, you owe me big.
With all due respect, that is most foreboding.
Good. Of that. She clicks her fingers. And you wake up back in your bunk.
Oh boy. So, with that, I get out the room and run to the captain and tell him we may be running into something we aren't quite prepared for yet, and to get the alert set up. I've just had a very interesting message from a very powerful being that is that said we may be running into some trouble. So you may want to get the ship ready.
You've been sipping on the hoots, boy.
Not yet. I was getting there, but got interrupted.
He just reaches over and starts ringing the bell. No, they aren't quite suspicious, but in this case, suspicious hell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
And then I go find Oko-san and Yuki and tell them you may want to gear up for battle.
Yuki, you're still at the bow, and you can see in the distance, closing in, a dark form that, as it grows closer, you realise it's another airship, smaller, sleeker, and it's flying the Jolly Roger.
Well, that can't be good.
Okasan needs to use the restroom.
Indeed you do, my friend. Meet us on bow later.
And on this, we'll bring this part of the session to a close. Thank you for sticking with us so far. Thank you to my crew. And in the next part, yeah, we're in for a good time. Later.
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 Bye.